bit. Everything's consolidated. Cleaned up here a bit. Man, these Keurigs are nice. Huh? I think the Keurig machine went tits up. Trying to start cleaning up. That baby went tits up. All right, good morning, everybody. Let me make sure I'm on live chat. Good morning, AJ. How you doing? I'm gonna let's do a little bit of cleanup. Having my this is kind of old coffee. Get a cup of the morning brew. My last day, big day in Vegas. What a treat this has been to stay in this place. Wow. I want to make sure it's very neat and clean. If I do a good job, I might get an invite back again. Sure that the stove and everything is nice and clean. Just prepping my coffee here. Got HGTV on. I think I'm addicted to HGTV. I think I'm addicted. Thank you to those of you who were on last night's stream. That was fun. Ready to hit the pool today. Might as well take advantage of that, right? Take advantage of that. What's going on, everybody? Looking at that thumbnail, my jugs look massive in that photo. Anything else here? I think, unlike my usual job, I think I've done a pretty good job of really keeping things very, very clean here. What's going on, everybody? Hey, Teresa. Hey, Doreen. Charles, good morning to you. Hey, Jan, what's going on? Jennifer P. Jessica Dean, how you doing? That's my chastity belt. Since I'm not getting any, that might as well be my chastity belt. Good morning, Diane. Yeah, how about this place I got, huh? How about this place I got? Hey, Jen, what's going on, honey? Oh, I feel like I got that. I feel like I got the sniffles today. This has been so comfortable. I've had like HGTV on like 24/7 since I've been here, because I don't have cable TV at home, right? Because, well, you guys know why, right? You guys know why. So I've been sucking down the HGTV today and enjoying that. You glowing in Vegas? Yeah, I'm having a good time. Thank you, Doreen. Gonna hit the pool today. Then I'm gonna do some editing this afternoon. I have a good feature coming up. That's about the only channel on TV I watch. Yeah, Teresa. It can get a little repetitive sometimes, but it gets me inspired for the rancho, to make the rancho like a huge compound and have guest quarters for like 10, 15 people there. Right, nice little mini units and right, Rosie, right. Earth, what is that? Earth Mofo. Hello from Japan. Thank you. Appreciate that. My first live stream using Streamlabs was a flop. I'm going to tell you this about Streamlabs, Diane, and maybe it's fixed. My friend Nicole tells me it's all good to go. I was one of the earliest users of Streamlabs, mobile. As a matter of fact, I was one of the first people to go mobile on YouTube, meaning from a cell phone back in 2015, 2016. At that time, Streamlabs worked great. I used the Brian, the English voice. Rosie, I'm really enjoying your chat today. Thank you. You know, the super chats were going off. Then, you know, people could drop messages live. They'd read it out on the air. Then all of a sudden, Streamlabs started, every time they did an update or improvement, it got worse and worse. Till finally, you couldn't even go live on it on a Samsung phone. Hey, who's that? Blackbird, how you doing? Hi, Elmer. Thumbs up are appreciated. If you take a minute to like up the stream, it is appreciated. You could use StreamYards, you could use Zoom too, Diane. You don't have to use Streamlabs. And for the last 2 years, I've only used Streamlabs at home on the home desk. That's it. Every place else, mobile, I just go live up to YouTube. Now, yeah, Ace, it was very classic IRL last night. Good stream. Crazy people. It was a good time. Heading home. No, I'm going home tomorrow, Yilva. I got my last full day. I've got perfect sunny weather today. Tonight I'm gonna be doing some recorded content from the resort world. I should go check that and put my own rosy spin in video on seeing what it's like at the resort world there. Coffee. I've been up for a while. I already took a shower. I've started cleaning up the unit a little bit just to make sure that things are in perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, I'm not going to wash the sheets. I might wash my clothes today. How you doing, Princess? Sneaking to say and to leave my thumbs up, but watch replay. I got a lot to catch up on. Yeah, I miss you on the lives. Zoom already may try StreamYard. Yeah. Hi, Jasmine. How you doing, beautiful? Yeah, later there. I might try this. Maybe I can wash my clothes now, right? Man, I have to do that at home. Nah, I'm too lazy to muck around with the machine. It's too lazy. Yeah, it's great to see Princess. Good morning, Jody. How are you? If you didn't see yesterday mornings, it was very nice. That little church of the West. I was given a personal entrance into the church by Dan Valance, director of operations over there. Really nice guy. Check that out. Let's see now the oldest building on the Strip. Since they tore down the wee Kirk of the Heather chapel last year. It's a pretty sad day. Okay, good. Hope you're well. I had to get with bad weather. Yeah, I think hopefully the storm will have dissipated some of its power. Hey, big dog, how you doing, Mike? Maybe dissipate some of its power by the time it gets up to New Hampshire. Who the hell knows, right? I mean, it's New York really, I don't even think that they were prepped for that. I hope Craig is okay on Long Island. I was watching a little bit of news last night. All they saw was these red cells moving over top of Craig's home on Long Island. I'm like, oh my God, poor Ina. Good morning, Gail. All I could think about was Ina and Jeffrey, right? Garden up there on their nice place on the Hamptons. Hi, Mandy. Oh, I tell you guys, the problems and challenges faced by the rich and famous are unbelievable, right? Unreal. I wonder if I might drop Ina might drop her an email. Tell her to pop by the channel and hang out with us for a little while. Wouldn't that be wild if she popped in and, hi, Rosie. I saw you made on Bikini Baking my triple lemon overload pound cake. I did. Yes, I did. So I'm gonna do a little poolside today. Get the as long as I got the pool, I want to take full advantage of that. Wonder what kind of place that was on yesterday morning stream. Do you think it was residential housing? Somebody had done some research on the channel. You stayed at the same place. Great, Jan. Excellent. Somebody did some research. They think that that used to be like almost a health spa place in the 70s or something, where people came to get healthy or rains on the just and unjust, as the good book says. That's right, Teresa. Unfortunately, it rains on the just and the unjust. I don't think we could micromanage rainfall. Imagine if we could on YouTube, where people would be sending these storms. You'd see all the drama and Boyd people, just big thunderstorms, tornadoes. Be like a game of Battleship. Who gets wiped out first? It's a huge place here, and it's been so comfortable. It's really going to be hard to go back to staying in a hovel. You know, going back to the hovel life and living like I'm living large here. I got to go back to living small downtown. It is what it is. But let's face it, y'all like that when Rosie's compressed into a minor lifestyle. It's good video. Yep, working on it. Miss Rosie, Mr. Z, working on it. So what's going on with you today, Elmer? That would make a great satire. Sending black clouds. That's what I'm saying, Teresa. You know, people targeting each other's hometowns. So all you see is this interactive map with all these storms just flying all around the country and taking people out. Smelly Cat, good morning to you, sweetheart. Nice to see you this morning. It's a beautiful day. I don't think there's a cloud in the sky. It's going to be crispy today, but that's fine. And then tonight we'll park in the parking garage at the Resort World. It's a long walk. Otherwise, we might park across the street in Windwalker. I hope you have the opportunity to stay at the condo again. That would be wonderful. It would be, Jody. So I have to make sure that this place is clean before the cleaning broad even comes into the place. Good morning, Charlotte. How you doing, babe? Yeah, I love the Rancho. I've been watching HGTV. It's been on 24/7 since I've been here. 6 days of HGTV, and I'm inspired. I'm inspired to get the sledgehammer and the drywall screws and just get to work, right? Let's. The only thing I'm missing is the money. Dream big. Hey, Sherry B. A friend in Queens said their basement flooded from the. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of damage. If I'm selling water heaters, it's going to be a great time to sell water heaters. In New York, I'm sure down in the basements, a lot of water heaters got taken out. They may survive. I don't know. It's terrible. Did you see the? I knew that the subway system would flood out. I knew that was coming, but I thought it would. I thought it would flood out with the last. When that hurricane came up before. I didn't think the remnants of this thing would be so destructive up there. You ever get irritated on your earrings? Oh boy. You see all these young people. Oh, our budget is. He's a financial advisor, and she's a daycare operator, and their budget for their house is $2 million. $2 million, honey. You know, it's a 6-bedroom, 7.5 bath. Baby, you got to furnish that thing, right? Keep that thing clean. That's the real drag of that. Elmer, do you know that game? You know Battleship? It's kind of a fun game. Yeah. I've already had my Cheerios. I've knocked down one box this week on the box. I don't like to. I didn't want to get things greasy. Sub to the channel. Yeah, if you're not sub, make sure you sub up. I have a very. Don't know if it's going to roll today or tomorrow. I have a very interesting feature on a chapter, the most violent chapter in the history of Vegas down here. And I'm putting that together. I did the actual uh, video clips that I need yesterday out on the street, so I've got to put that together. That's going to be a good feature, and it's going to shed some light on some of the most violent era in Vegas. We're not talking about. I'm not talking about the Cleveland Mafia, New York, New Jersey. No, no, not talking about that. Hey, Linda, how you doing? That's going to be an interesting feature. I'm going to have to get. I'm going to have to. I've made the decision to go ahead and try to get some camera here. I'm going to need, when recording on the streets and stuff, I'm going to need some better audio going forward. So these are some of my goals for September. And also I'm going to try to, going to have the Wendy's salad every night when we're out and about goofing off. I'm going to have the Wendy's. So I'm going to do that. The Wendy's salad, going to be salad in every day. I have a guy coming tomorrow. I was getting out of bed. A drip of water landed on my shoulder. Oh no, coming out of the ceiling. Hope it's not going to be expensive. I hope so too. Yeah, thank you, Jody. So that's going to be coming up, and then they're going to take a little more time. Wendy's salad was good. I enjoyed it. And I need a little more time to put the 4K strip ride together, and then the cinematic evening on the strip with Mr. Z, which the raw footage was great for that. Some of the very cinematic. I think you're really going to enjoy that. And then we got to keep an eye what's going on up at Lake Tahoe. Going up there, getting a feel, or at least Reno. We might do a couple nights up in Reno. I can't even remember the last time I was in Reno. It might be time to head up there and do some stuff. So I thought originally I would be going. Thought originally I'd probably be going back down to Mexico, but it's. The shape of the pandemic is not real good right now. Good morning, Sarah. I think fast food salads taste like balloons. I was, oh shit. Oh, damn. Ooh, I was actually pretty impressed with, damn it. Son of a bitch. Hey, Emerald. You'd like to see the Reno, Tahoe area? Yeah. I was actually very impressed with the Wendy's salad. I know the other places, I think we'll just do a comparative salads from McDonald's and Wendy's and whoever else does one. Then we'll get a supermarket salad and all that. Never ate a balloon. I got balloons, but I never tasted a balloon. These young couples. We need a house in the French countryside, a vacation home. That's how I know the end is near. 30-year-old people. I need a vacation home in the vineyards of France. McDonald's doesn't make salad. Oh, they stopped making salads, Teresa? They threw in a towel on that. I'll be darned. Can we confirm that? Is that it? No more? Maybe it's in your area? They used to have a packaged salad with a fork and all that. I mean, they were trying to pretend that they were being healthy. I think it is. I'm not sure. I mean, I've watched them. I'm punch drunk from watching all this crap on TV. I've seen more homes. I can't stand. What is it? What is Isel? I can't stand food salads. Get the ones with the cuts of lettuce, head the hard middle, and not like leafy green, plus like a lot of toppings. What is that? What the hell's a? Oh, fast food salads. Okay. Last time I saw McDonald's pay those property on pay those property taxes exactly. It's the downstream cost, and you better be able to sell that son of a bitch for what you paid for it, or more down the line. I don't know what I'm watching here. They're getting ready to cut to a new episode. I can't show you or I get a copyright. They all live happy dead. Shit, those shows are from 2009. They do some house makeovers or something like that. They won the lottery. I don't know, one couple. I've never tried a salad from Wendy's, but I heard they're good. It was pretty darn good. Maybe you should try one, Jen from. Maybe you should try one from Wendy's and give it a try. It's going to be an interesting month of September. Then we're getting into the spooky season too, and we got the big cross country, all around the Horn road trip coming up. I watched HEG and some are dog ugly, bad in my taste. Yeah, I think I give them like just at least a B when the remodel's done, especially if they make it bigger or give more room to it. Yeah, it looks like McDonald's ditched the salads. Well, I mean, they didn't even. It just disappears one day. The McDonald's sound. I had a nerve conduction test for my lower back. Don't want to do that again. The needles went way easier than the cattle prod. Wow. Sorry to hear that, Linda. Damn. Thumbs up or appreciate it if you're coming in this morning, guys. Please like up the stream. We're just chilling out. Let's see. The rancho's perfect. I like the bones and love square house. Yeah, it's a square design. I would like to incorporate, to take the whole back of the place out on the left-hand side where the alley is next to it and meet up with the shine shack back there. Now, it means my citrus trees go and all that, but who cares? And then make a really big compound with that separate in-law unit in the back there. I think that would be pretty cool. And then you have the courtyard on the right-hand side. Kind of nice in the little compound there. Hey, Maybella, how you doing this morning? Yeah, Cheryl. Last time I was in Reno, I had the Reno Miracle. I went to that. Man, I could hardly walk. My foot was so bad from, I guess, too much chooching. We had done like a couple 100 miles in a month, or it was crazy. My foot had gone down, and I felt like this is it. This is the end of the line. This was 2019, August of 2019, and that was the same time that Elvis Travels tried to take my channel down that month of August, despite the fact I never said or did anything to that guy out of the blue. I could hardly walk, and I'm just hobbling around, trying to do a little bit of a video capture in Reno, and I get down to that downtown church. I think it's called Thomas Aquinas Cathedral or something like that in downtown Reno. And I went around the back, and there was a little garden in the back, courtyard garden. And I'll show you guys when we go back to Reno again. There was a courtyard garden back there. And there was a statue of Mary there in the garden and stuff. And I just remember sitting on that bench and just saying a prayer. I said, I'm kind of at the end of my rope, Lord, like I'm a choocher, right? I'm a choocher, right? It's like, what are you going to do if a mason loses his hand, right? Or a ball player can't swing a baseball bat anymore, or a football player gets a crushed head or something. I mean, this is my livelihood is on my feet, right? I mean, this is my stock and trade. And, if you could see fit to rectify the situation on account of I've been pretty good, I just let it rip. I'll tell you, I got up and I started walking the half-hour walk back to the hotel. And I'm telling you, my hand to the Bible, swear. By the time I got back to the hotel, pain was gone. 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 Like that. And it never came back again. It never came back again. Now there's a sub-story too. Another thing is, I grew up wearing fish head tennis shoes. Do you know what fish head tennis shoes are? Yeah, answered prayer. Do you know what fish head tennis shoes are? When I was little, we had 11 people in the house, right, growing up. Mother would take us to the AMP, the Great Atlantic and Pacific Company. I don't even know if you all know what an AMP is out there, right? It's a grocery store. And they would have these big barrels of shoes, right? And they weren't matched together. Like A&P just bought them from a shoe manufacturer in Tennessee or whatever. The factory blew up and all the shoes went sky high, and they couldn't take the time to match them together again. So they just threw them all into a big barrels, and they took them to the store so you could reach in and try to match a pair of shoes in the barrels, right? And my mother would go, oh, that's close enough. that looks all right. Don't worry about the color. Worry about the form and function of the shoe. I never in my life bought fancy athletic shoes. All right, I never had any of that. I didn't. I saw a fish head sneaker yesterday on the chutes. Yes, I did. I never thought about Nikes, New Balance, Adidas, all these LA Gear, all these fancy ass shoes till December of 2019. I went to the outlet store here in Vegas and I bought two pairs of Nikes, and these things just changed my life. I got the running shoe and they're very padded. Like I used to get knee hurts, leg pain. I never had that again. So now I'm a believer that you really have to pay. What's up, Coach? How you doing? MP until the 90s. Yeah, there was a good fish head sneaker on the ground. So the moral of the story is that you best have good shoes when you're putting down 60, 90 miles a month, something like that. My town, Bloomfield, got flooded last night. I live in a 15-story. Okay, wondering how Shemay, I heard they got hit. I hope that she's okay. Shemay's the kind of person, first and foremost, is her mom and everything. As long as her mom is okay and she's physically okay, Shemay's a very smart cookie. I'm sure she has some insurance. I'm not sure if what her housing situation is at all. You have to have good walking shoes, especially all the walking. Maybella, I figured it out. I always thought, like is that Mouse Toes there? Hi, Mouse Toes. I always thought, like, man, a friggin' tennis shoe is a tennis shoe. Boy, did I have a Boy, did I have an epiphany. Now, my friend Joey D, Joey D, he hasn't been on the channel, but I think he watches. And Joe D, I hope you're well, my friend. I worry a little bit about Joey D, and God bless, and I hope that you're doing good out there. He told me about New Balance shoes, that they're good ones. So now I'm a believer in shoes. You remember that time that Chris, Rich Life of Road Trips, and I, we walked up to the Five Guys, and he had like sandals on, and by the time he could hardly make it back with blisters and all that kind of crap, and I'm rolling along. So we have to high mileage for September. Miss Joey, yeah, let's just give a shout out today to Joey D. I love Joey D. They used to wear Oxfords back in the day as a nurse. New Balance is good. I bought for nurse. Oh, good. All right, excellent. Yeah, yeah. Great white supported shoe they wore. Yeah, so we're shouting out Joey D today. So I hope that you're good. And my friend Joey Kane down in Australia. Hope Joe Kane's doing well down there. They're transitioning into, I think they consider like September 1st, the first day of spring. Down in the summer, southern hemisphere. Now, I don't know if the spirit's going to move me in the month of September. If I could, maybe I get a cheap flight somewhere, $59 to, Rapid City, South Dakota, or so. You just wake up one morning and holy shit, Rosie's in Billings, Montana, or whatever, Montreal or something like that, or up in Skagway, or oh shit, Rosie's panning for gold in Alaska. That's going to be another possibility. I'm going to call September surprise month. That's what I'm going to call September. So we're going to just try to continue doing some different kind of content. We'll do some local chooches and all that. But I want to, since I'm going on this big October swing in the van and everything, I don't feel like driving a ton in September. So airfares start to go down a lot. Plus traveling is, a lot of people have stopped traveling because of the resurgence of the pandemic. According to the TSA, screenings at airports are way down over the last month. So that equals cheap tickets. So we'll see. Or the moon. So we're going to see if I can get a cheap, just get someplace. And because with the price of gas now, like now it takes me 2 tanks of gas to get here to Vegas. So that's, what is that? $4 a gallon for, it's, you're talking about $100 each way now to get down here. So now it's $200. So now you get into a point where it can be more cost effective. But you have to get around on public transportation. See, Elmer, the worst part of becoming infirm, missing out on travel. Yeah. Love to you, Elmer. But the good thing is, think of it this way, Teresa. When like you're out with me on a chooch like last night in Vegas, you literally must feel like you're right there, right along. Right, cameras, 90% of the time the camera's on forward. We're seeing what's going on the streets. So you get to feel like you're along and part of the action. Every insult that comes my way, every laugh that comes my way, every beer, every cool building, every cool thing that happens, you guys are a part of that. Wings, and I love that with all, yeah. So I love having you. I'm always thinking about you, Teresa. Good morning, Kitty. How are you? I think it was saying Patawat. Don't worry, Mike. I haven't been up your way in Minnesota. That's a state I haven't been to. I haven't been nowhere in the middle, upper Midwest and the middle upper Midwest. I haven't been in the far west. I haven't been in North Dakota. I haven't been in South Dakota. I haven't been in Montana. and I haven't been in Minnesota. Okay, otherwise I've pretty much been in pretty much all 50 of the states, save like Arkansas. I would never have the guts to go some of the places you go. Well, you're smarter than that, Teresa. Kitty says, "Are you happy today's your last day?" You know what's different this time, Kitty? Staying in a condo unit. I've been able to just click on the TV and have a sofa here if I want to in the afternoon for an hour or so, waiting for Mr. Z. I got a big ass comfortable bed here. I've got a kitchen. I could actually do a kitchen stadium, and so to me, it felt like this is probably what it's like to live in Vegas a little bit. So I've enjoyed it, but I'm always happy to go back to the Rancho because we make good content there, and Bobby's keeping an eye on the place. And I'm probably going to have to get all my mail switched out to the PO box, get that changed over. I can't ask Bobby if I'm gone for basically 3 weeks to a month to be hauling my mail, and then I guess I could have it held at the post office. Running in there, I watched again. I think the two drunks you were looking at, were glad the dog. Yeah, the guy's like, I got a hand. He's like, I got a grenade and a 9mm in my backpack. It's like, dude, why do you have a hand grenade, right? And like in a tower. Oh, okay. Well, God bless you, mate. Excellent news. We were thinking about you, honey. It was epic watching him chow down. So wasn't that good, Mouse Toast? Who else? Going back to bed. I'm sorry, let it go. Hope you feel better, honey. God, she goes through it. Her and Linda Harper, Lord. Yeah. Got to what the hell I was going to say. Oh yeah, the spaghetti. Cooking that spaghetti. That was like power cooking. That was like knocking out the sauce, the meatballs, and the noodles in an hour. That was pretty cool. And Mr. Z, like I'm a robust eater. I just cleared a plate in like twice as much time as he does. And wow, he finished all of that, which I could not believe. Hey Kathy, how are you? We have a public diamond mine. Yeah, Crater. Yeah, down in Arkansas, right? It's called Crater of Diamonds Park, isn't it down there? You're going to comment for the guy with the gun and the grenade. Yeah, that's you meet some really scary people out there, right? I mean, a guy, we walk past the guy. Don't worry, it's just a dog, right? And then he starts babbling about, that. What does he scream? Like white people turn their back, and it's like I don't know what the hell they say, like Mexicans, and he was blurting something really racist out, and I'm like, where the hell did that come from? Hey, John, so much of it is it's how you get along with people. It's the perception that you have. Like I know, part of me wants to go back to Baltimore. They're letting you have these houses. Back in the 70s, they had the dollar home houses. You could go in and pay $1 and get a house off of the rent roll. Hey, Joni. Or get a house off of the not delinquent tax thing, people that hadn't paid taxes in 20 years or whatever. And whole neighborhoods got rebuilt, like Reservoir Hill and Bolton Hill in Baltimore. Federal Hill, and it turned out to be hey Pac, how you doing? It turned out to be a really good program. So now I'm thinking about maybe securing one of those homes, and maybe for a 6-month stint we go rehab one of those babies. The thing is, they're in really, 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 really sketch neighborhood. Who's down there. But that's kind of in my comfort zone, The biggest thing I worry about that is the place gets gutted when you're not around, and everything gets stripped out of it, and every wall gets kicked in and glass and all. It's tough. It's tough, but that might be fun to do a 6 month renovation or something. Please check out Hikers, Birkenstock. Their footbeds. These have changed my in holding my foot in place. Okay. You say Birkenstock though equals big money. Have to stay. Yeah, you got to stay in an RV to protect it when rehabbing it. Yeah. And then but I would be comfortable with the people in the area. So you can be very proactive when you go into an area, right? Mixed racial area or different area. And you can be proactive. You can just hit there, go knock on the doors, introduce yourself, meet people, and automatically their opinion of you is going to be like, hey, that was pretty cool. This Rosie came over, kind of a weird voice, but she was really nice. She came in and she introduced herself. She's actually going to be buying one of these blown out houses here. And, then you kind of make somebody a friend a little bit and you kind of shock people, right? You get right in their face like, hey, I'm Rosie. I'm Rosie, right? Welcome to the hood. Here I am. I'm a professional choocher on YouTube. The hell is that? What did she say? I think she's a drug dealer or something. Oh shit, that's all we need is another one of them. Shemai's doing it out. She's doing a looky-loo around town. So, then those people, they'll keep an eye on their place, right? Right. Thank you for getting closer to the Haunted Museum. Next time we can. Cheryl, I'm surprised. You're like, we believe in, we believe in the Holy Spirit, and there's also evil spirits and things. I'm surprised that you would want to even think about going inside of that place. There's just no way that I can put myself inside of a place. I just can't go inside that. I just think that you're basically willingly allowing evil spirits to infest you. You're basically saying, yeah, I'm willingly putting myself into the mouth of evil. I'm not going to do that. So I just can't do that. I just cannot pull the trigger. I can be outside, I can look at the house and stuff, but I just can't. You got stuff where people died in there. You got where people were cursed. Some Jewish, Eastern European curse dolls and all kinds of weird stuff. I just can't, I don't think that stuff is to be trifled with. The same reason I don't like Ouija boards, and that might be a portal to hell. You just don't know. And I just cannot do it. I just won't do that. It's amazing that the night before that the Mandalay Bay shooting, that the museum had its soft opening. Yeah, right. Zach Bagan's Museum of Evil opens up the day before the Mandalay Bay shooting. Right. Yeah, Jen, that's all right. I can't bring myself to believe in haunted anything. Yeah, that's cool. That's what makes life interesting, is because we have that diversity of opinion. Here they have the link on the courthouse steps. Yeah, Kathy, this is just giveaway. These are houses that nobody wants, okay? These are houses that nobody would buy at auction, even for $1 or something, okay? All right, professional auction hawks, they call them. They're just not going to pick up stuff like that. We live there. Our butchers from Lebanon, the grocers, Vietnamese, neighbors are Kurdish, Jewish, Mexican. We even have Democrats and Republicans who get along on the street. Well, that's what I grew up with. I grew up with Democrats and Republicans, always worked across the aisle. Always. Beginning about 1980, we had the polarization of party philosophy, and I think that changed the landscape a lot. And that's just become, and then, the battle between CNN and Fox News, it's just MSNBC, it's all just driven people into corners. I was asking Angel Michael for a shield to protect where there's heavy energy. That's cool, Jessica. I just, I just don't want to go in and see these weird things, voodoo dolls. And what's even more disturbing is there's people that believe that stuff today and sit around with voodoo dolls and do weird stuff, and right. Yeah, why people mess with their mental health. I'm going to heat this up for a second, guys. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Whoa. I asked your mother if you was at home. I said, you're such a dog, she ought to throw you a bone. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we share that crack pipe and do it again? Do, 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 do. I know you're working for the CIA. You wouldn't have it any other way. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Okay, now, what else was interesting about this trip was the total. What else was interesting on this trip was that I didn't really do any the first night. Next day I did a little bit of gambling, and I can't even remember if I won or lost. I don't even know. The amount wasn't significant that I played, and I don't know, but I didn't have any interest in gambling at all. See, when you're sitting around just like a hotel room, you're kind of confined, and it's not like home. Here, this trip was amazing, and Mouse Toes, the best content is still to come, honey. I've got a horrifying chapter in Vegas history with mayhem and bombings and things like that. That's going to be an interesting video because, as in most places, after 20 years, a generation of history is forgotten, right? We don't remember. And it's good to refresh people and take people to the spots where some incredible crap happened in any town. Then I have the 4K ultra high definition strip ride with Mr. Z that we executed the second night. It's just the detail and the level of just resolution that you're going to see in this thing is mind blowing. And then the regular cinematic, the people of the strip going along and getting video on the people and the beauty of the strip and all that. Because with me, I like to get right in people's faces with the camera, and that's a lot of fun. So that's coming up, but I need to do a good job on that. But I did manage to throw out the Shelby Motorworks and do a little cinematic thing on that video too. And a lot of people commented they had Shelbys. They knew people that had Shelbys. They're beautiful cars. Beautiful cars. I just don't know. Got anything for wind noise? Yeah, Bounty Hunter. I do have a plug-in 3.5 millimeter jack. I showed it like a year and a half ago. This set. Did you have the microphone here? It was made in Australia. I can't remember what the hell the name of it is. And you just wear the microphone up here, and then it transmits to your. And I did a test on that, so we'll try that out. I have to commit to better audio because on my crime video coming up, it was extremely windy yesterday, so I have to use a denoiser to fix that up. What's up, Brian? In other words, it's gonna be, you can already tell there's a big move to upgrade. Everything I've been putting up is 4K. And there's going to be some real money thrown down in the next 30 days for all that. And because if I'm traveling, I want to get good captures of this stuff. I want to get good video. Besides the chooches, and we've had some pretty good live streams. Yesterday's live stream in the morning was yesterday. We had a double header. We had a morning live stream. It was fantastic, and we had a night live stream that was fantastic. You know, we had the morning with actually got down and saw the tunnels, and there were a couple of people that came out and talked, and the dog whizzed on the pile of clothes or whatever. We got a personal look inside of the wedding chapel of the West there, because we asked the guy if we could do it. We asked inside. And you never get it if you don't ask. I always ask for everything, and then people are inclined to say yes. Okay, like the tour of the penthouse at the El-Cortez. What else have we had? The people that were setting up for a movie, the guy that's digging up tumbleweed or whatever, the idiot out there. Yeah, it was a hell of a stream. It was a hell of a stream. And then we had that weird housing development. People are still living in that weird place. So it was good. It was beautiful. Even the wind signed off. Wasn't that lovely, hotels? I just couldn't believe it. So, really nice. Really nice. So, for those of you who asked, you know, I woke up this morning, I had a message from a gal that just recently joined the channel, and she's like, "Oh no, I just got here, and now you're going to be doing away with streaming. You're going to be doing all recorded content." And I'm like, if you don't know me by now, there ain't no way that I'm giving up live streaming, honey. Don't worry about that. I made live streaming what it is, mobile live streaming. I ain't going to stop doing that. I'm not going to stop doing that. Okay, that's for damn sure. Live streaming will always be a huge part of this channel because the interactive feature is great. Do you know how many times I've been out walking along and somebody will say to me, "Rosie, I live down in that area. Make a right-hand turn and then another right-hand turn." Yeah, I'd like to talk to you, Linda. And you find something that you would never otherwise even know is down there, right? Because people can steer you while you're walking along, or they can tell you no. You know, because I like to note. I like to touch stuff when everybody's no, don't touch that. You know, you know damn well I'm going to touch it and fondle it and pick it up. Or when I have those goofy confrontations on the street with, yeah, like a girl last night yelling and screaming, "Are you a guy? You a dude?" Yes, I am, honey. I guess I could have raised my voice. Yes. Yeah, that's just Shemay said. You like to open doors. Exactly. I like to always test. Now, I'm not going to walk into somebody's. Let's be real, right? I'm not going to walk into somebody's apartment or house. But every time I see a doorknob, I'm always going to test it. I mean, I've had stuff that just, woo, wow, we're in. We're in. We've had some big ass payoffs. I mean, up at the Goldfield Hotel up there, I'm just standing on the street and it is windy as hell. And all of a sudden I hear, and I look to my left like, what the hell was that? And it's like a ghost that just opened the door to the Goldfield, and I'm just standing there. And you can almost hear that music. Ooh, wah, wah, wah. What's Rosie gonna do? Ooh, no trespassing. Ooh. Oh, I'm right inside, right? Got to check it out. That's why in October, when I'm back at the end of October, we really got to commit to doing something very horrifying. Okay, we got to do something. Jen's like so silly. We've got to do something horrifying. Uh, something horrifying. What do we got? What do we got? Toodles, Joe didn't know now. Going for a hike. Someone would say, okay, Patty, take care, have a good time. So I just said, make sure you know how awesome for me. Walk, oh yeah, sure, Patty, my pleasure. Right? It's pretty cool looking from the outside, but I don't want to trade in horror 365 days a year. So I don't know. People give you scary place and you don't want to do. Yeah, I know. You better start heading home. Stuff closing down from there. I know it is. Um, Wendy, I'm leaving tomorrow, honey. I'm on the 6 a.m. train out of here tomorrow. Ooh, the world's scary enough. It is Toodles. I'll tell you. What's up, Skunk? I'll tell you one thing. I can tell you one thing that the world is pretty damn scary right now. I really am convinced that we're kind of in the end times here. We're in a time of tribulation is underway. And I don't think that there's going to be any relief from that. And I think that the next thing will be the financial shoe that falls. That's going to be the next thing. And there won't be anything this time that the government can do to its credit card will be torn up next time, and then it's going to be a Mad Max world here, unfortunately. But that remains to be seen. We shall see. But the time of tribulations teaches us that it's not so much that things are, yeah, get right with God. That's one of the things I've been trying to do. And one of my big goals for the balance of the year, get right with God and understand that tribulation doesn't mean that it's a series of just everything is brutal and Cecil B. DeMille epic in scale, but it just means it's relentless. It just never stops. You just go from one thing to the next thing to the next thing to the next thing. You know, shortages of goods and gasoline gone to $6 a gallon, and disease and just floods and hurricanes and earthquakes. You know, it's relentless. It's relentless. Absolutely, positively correct. So I think that that's the time of tribulation. I mean, I look at these shows like HGTV, and it's like I can't even relate to this era because these shows are like from 2010 to 2013. You're watching TV and you're like, where's everybody's mask? Right? Where's her designer sparkly mask? You know, it's crazy. We all know we're not going to go back to those times. Okay, thank you, Patty. Thank you, Patty. You think it's crazy now? Wait till God comes and takes these people. Look, Toodles, I believe that. My only request would be, Toodles, is that I'm live when that happens. Okay. How about whenever in smoke cigs on TV? I remember that, Linda. You get a lot to like in a Marlboro filter flavor. Packed just right. Right? Yeah, bedazzled master. LSMFT, Lucky Strikes means fine tobacco. It's brought to you, the Jack Benny Show, brought to you by Lucky Strikes. Oh, Rosie wants to show up at the pearly gates with all of her cash. I tell you again, boss, you don't worry about it. You worry about you and your fish, okay? And Zoe and Janet. I'll worry about the rest. All right? You better get squared up. Yeah, doctors recommend LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. I think they probably still put that on the bottom. LSMFT. The boss making a cameo. He bought all kinds of fish gear yesterday, plants. Ah. Downtime. Boss better get right with you. Right on, skunk. Skunk ape hit the nail on the head, brother. Get right. Get right. Get right. Free plants and a little bit of livestock. That's nice. I can't believe that they gave all this stuff away at the fish stores that caught fire. It took 2 days. LSM also means I'm not sure if I can easily say here. Yeah, I think so, Leah. Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. I'm Don Wilson. It's the Jack Benny Show. Hey, Nicole, how you doing, babe? What's going on? It's so hot in here. I must be having a hot flash. Winston tastes good as a cigarette should. I remember all that. Remember 101's one silly little millimeter longer. 101's do 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 do. Virginia Slims 101's. Do they even still? Do they still make Virginia Slims? That's what Mr. X liked to smoke. Virginia Slims. Or I don't know who in the hell it was. Good thing, good the economy. We had a box of, we had to use our magic. Oh, that's cool. That's great. Had a box of ingredients, and there you go. Yeah, thumbs up or appreciate it. How about that, Linda? Remember that I'm cursed with a outstanding memory. Remember all those insane commercials, especially cigarette commercials. Yeah, those, are they still around? Do they still make Virginia Slims? I don't know. Who used to smoke them? Some guy used to smoke them. And they looked kind of silly. They were real skinny. Anything Virginia I try not to think about since 2015. Good morning, Nicole. How are you? Huh? I made some beef hot. Yeah, Fred Flintstone did Winston commercials. That's right. He had all kinds of dinosaur for Lucky Strikes. Yeah, he had them all. I quit smoking 20 years ago. I quit May 28th. So, and I might start again tomorrow. Good morning. Good morning. You either smoked Winston or Cools. I smoked shit. I had Marlboro Lights, Parliament, and Winston. Granny only ever did Winston commercials. Yep, she did. Yeah, Benson and Hedges. You and Me commercials were awesome. Yeah. I quit every year. There you go, skunk. There you go. The older you get, though, the less deleterious it is. But it's probably, I don't know. Who knows? We smoke Lambert and Butler. When I would go to UK, I would smoke Rothmans and I would smoke Alfred Dunhill. Just because when I was in working for Royal Bank, it looked good to pull that Dunhill pack out. And back then, man, hell, everybody smoked. We had a currency trading and swap desk room, and God, there was that place was like a blue haze all the time. I used to like swim when I was on the phone or having a drink. One and done here, 14 years. Nice, nice, nice. Proud of you. I don't miss it. It's just, it was super easy. It'd be much harder for me to quit coffee than smoke. I don't think I could do that. Whereas the boss quit smoking or quit coffee. Have my little guy phone call for Philip Morris. Yeah, when you see your loved ones die from COPD, yeah. I hear you. How you doing, Easy Listening Lounge? We're going to try to do a couple audio features we're going to do a feature on, we've done one on Saab Morantz. I've done one on Avery Fisher. We're going to do another vintage audio feature, and we're going to do a repair project. So you get a lot to like in a Marlboro filter flavor pack for fun. Nat Sherman luxury cigarettes. Alfred Dunhill. So what's the story on the pandemic now, guys? How are we rolling in terms of Wendy Pack came on here and she said, Rosie, you best start getting home. They're shutting stuff down. Are they shutting things down again? Have you got that sense on here? Can anybody verify that Wendy was talking about that they're shutting stuff down? England is back to normal now. We're just living. Yeah, see what I mean? England's like, I don't know, something will circulate back there, Nicole. I thought things were starting to normalize again. I don't know. Nicole, you getting ready to take your quota of, you getting ready to get your quota of Afghan refugees in the UK? I want to go to Tennessee in October. We've been out of lockdown for a few months. Yeah, you need those shop vacs or sump pumps or bilge pumps to pump out basements and stuff. Luckily, that's kind of a one-off. I don't know if there's any other hurricanes or anything on the horizon. No, no mask. Things are normal. Yeah. So there you go. It just depends I think it just depends what region. Linda, the virus is on the rise in Tennessee. Oh Lord. Seems to me it needs humidity to really do well. Needs a very humid environment. Some people got rescued on a boat in my block. Wow. Oh wow. Kathy said here in Arkansas, no ICU beds. Oof. Unreal. Still makes no sense. Homeless pop was not decimated, but yeah, the homeless. And I don't know what it is. Mouse toes. I think living on the street, like the lower to the ground that you live. I'm not saying I'm ground levels worm. But I'm saying, I think the closer to the streets and the more exposure you have on the streets and stuff, and the more unsanitary your life is, right? I think that you do build up an extraordinary reserve of resistance, because people have to exist out there in brutal cold, hot as hell, no showers. Right, everybody I know in the South is getting it even after they had shots. Yeah, I think it's never thought of being born in a 7-year dry, smoke-free. Good for you. I think it really seems to love hot, moist weather, like high humidity. So I don't know what the fall's going to bring in the winter. Typically, we have a rise in seasonal influenza, so I don't know. The vaccine does not stop you. It just stops it from being, killing it. So that's right. And now Moderna has a vaccine that's up for FDA review that's 40 times more powerful with against the variants, which I've had 2 doses of Moderna, so I'm happy to get the 3rd dose. Yeah, Skunk said you're right. I think dirty people have better immune systems. Stare to getting Bell's palsy or cancer. I don't know. I think it'd probably be worse to get the disease, so to get COVID. My friend works in a hospital and said it's awful. I understand. Yeah, pushed to the breaking point. Terrible. Awful. Awful. It's that time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to close it out now, and thank you guys for being here today. We may go live after our Resort World, after I do some video over Resort World and capture what that place is like. I'm going to put together a nice tour and get some cinematic flourishes in the Resort World. And we might come back and drink a couple beers, and then I'm going to probably get some stuff packed up today and get kind of cleaned up here and a few things loaded in the car. So, Shemay, I'm glad you're well. I have not heard from Craig up in Long Island. Shout out to Craig. I hope that you're okay. Everybody else that is on here that gets through the storms okay, and the hurricane. So thank you for being here. To my wonderful moderators, thank you so much for being here. And I will see you guys around. Thumbs up appreciated.